the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And taking a look here at the Timberwolves, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. So now that the Big Three era in Miami is officially over, where will they go down in the NBA history books, Shaq?
Let's see. Since the Big Three era made it to the finals 4 consecutive times, I'm going to have to go with Ernie, maybe top 5. The only teams that are better are Jordan's Bulls, Shaq's Lakers, Magic's Lakers, Bird's.
Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. Pekovic is out there with Garnett, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position.
Dwayne Wade last season shooting a career high from the field. Not the focal point offensively, playing alongside LeBron, but he responded with the most efficient offensive season of his career.
Now here is Martin. This is to Pekovic, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
And finished off by Martin.
Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
1:06 left in the first. And Wade last season with the fewest three-point attempts, Clark, of his career.
And I think that was by intention, Kevin. He wanted to be much more efficient, so he decided to stay inside the arc. It hasn't been a strength of his throughout his career, but as he ages and loses some of that athleticism, I think he's going to have to look to reshift the balance of his shot attempts going forward.
Martin goes in, misses from close range.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Dang, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Luol Deng is the definition of a gamer. He averaged over 38 minutes a game over the last 5 seasons with the Bulls. Played with a fractured thumb, torn ligaments in his wrist. He always goes all out at both ends every time he's on the court.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. It's tipped. And here's Anderson for 3. And that one's good. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rubio against Chalmers. Rubio dishes to Pekovic to stop the run. No good at the rim. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Josh McRoberts out there with Anderson. Then there's Chalmers. Then it's Johnson. And it's Walker in at the 3. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Payne can't hit.
Well, Mario Chalmers, coming into last season, made a bet with Ray Allen about how much each could slim down and get in peak shape. Seemed to pay dividends for Chalmers in particular, who had probably the best season of his NBA career.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, as you know, Dwayne Wade has one of the best pump fakes in the NBA, and he'll tell you he picked it up from Sam Cassell. Of course, you remember Sam was playing in Milwaukee when Wade was at Marquette in the same town. Wade knows how hard it is to deal with pump fakes. I bite too, not as much, but guys get me. I get mad every time because I'm like, that's my move. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Thank you, Doris.
And Chalmers really not the quickest point guard in the league, but he has active hands defensively and pretty good feet. And those takeaways help get the Heat out in the open court, which certainly plays to their strengths.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Minnesota. "52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Levine. The 17-footer goes down. Levine's got his second basket of the game. And Chalmers, more of a role player for the Heat. Not a huge playmaker, Steve, but he can knock down open threes.
Yeah, he's an efficient scorer, and his passing has gotten better over the last couple of seasons. He's a perfect role player for Miami because he can guard opposing point guards extremely well and then slide off the ball when Wade has it. And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist. And no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Bean passes to Martin. And Zhang kicks to Levine. And another shot. And Tang gets it to go.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Here's Wade. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half ends in a close one. Miami ahead. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Well, guys, what he gives this team is an edge. I mean, he gets into the arena, he just lights it up, and I thought that first half, he really had it rolling.
You know, he doesn't just give them an edge. He gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. I mean, he's a special player to have around.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin manning the back. Garnett out there with Wiggins, and it's Pekovic in at the 5, down low. Rubio against Dragic. Martin dishes to Rubio. Martin attacking, and that one's good.
Three-pointers and free throws, I call them threes and frees. We've said it before, but that's really the key to Kevin Martin's success as a high-efficiency scorer. He's got a knack for making three-point plays.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock.
1:09 left to play in the third. Garnett with the screen for Rubio. Pass to Garnett. In the corner, it's Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Wiggins missing. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Dragic. Feeds to Bosh. Beyond the arc. And that one's good.
Boy, it looks like he came out of the locker room ready to go.
Now Rubio. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Wiggins sets a screen for Rubio. Fires the 3. And it's Martin missing. Miami's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The dive for the ball. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. Luol Deng is checked in for Walker. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Pekovic against Haslam. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 11. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. It hits him in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
Chris Anderson out there with Haslem. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Dang. And it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The Heat leading by 11. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by Udonis Haslem.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Here's Dang. Makes it off the glass.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
It's Dragic with the drive. The 3. Dang can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 11. Rubio the pass to Muhammad. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Dragic comes with the double team. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Anderson. Bosch comes in for Udonis Haslem. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic. Minnesota also making some changes. Garnett comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And Martin subbed in for Muhammad. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Dang with the bucket.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for Miami.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And here's Wiggins after the 3 moments ago from Luol Deng. It's stolen by Dang. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And Walker subbed in for Luol Deng. Minnesota also making some changes. Payne, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Anthony Bennett comes in for Wiggins. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Now the dish to Wade. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. And here is Chalmers. He tries for 3. Can't get it to go. Here's Bennett. No good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, congratulations on a